Hi there. Once again, we're doing the You Can Keep Only 10 series. And I've gotten asked a lot about Arrow Video, and I do have a lot of Arrow Video. So today, we're doing 88 films. Welcome, once again, to the Call to Cinema. Hey there, so today we're looking at 88 films. As always in this series, basically what it is somebody comes to you, you're going to be on a desert island by yourself with, you got a TV, you got a Blu-ray player, and they say, okay, you can take 10 movies from this company. You can take 9 single releases, you can take 1 box set. And that's all you can take from this company, and you're going to be watching it for the next 10 or 15 years. Those are the movies you're going to be watching. So when I look at that, I try to decide, okay, what do I want to watch? What are things I can watch over and over again from that company? What are some things that I'm probably not going to watch because, maybe it'd be a little bit too depressing, a little bit too dark for me, so I'm not going to take it to a desert island. And then decide which ones I'm going to choose. As always, I cannot wait to hear what your choices are in the comment section down below. And if anybody is a content creator watching this, I look forward to your response video where you give me yours, because I really enjoyed the ones that you did for the Criterion release. I've yet to see anybody do anything aside from Criterion, but it will be interesting to see how it goes from there. A few years ago, I got my dream trip, my first, and as of this date, my only trip to London. It was amazing. And I went to FOP and in Covent Gardens. I went to HMV, the big one on Bond Street, and so many other places. But one of the things that I went in there initially to do was to finally be able to buy UK releases and not buying them from Amazon. Buy them in person. The brick and mortar experience is amazing. Steelbook Obsessed actually recently talked about that on his Criterion haul video, so definitely check that out. Or he said there's just something special about going into a store and being able to get something as opposed to getting it online. And it's true, there really is a certain specialness to that. To be able to go in to Covent Gardens and see things that I'd only ever seen in books or online and just hold them in my hands and bring them up to a counter and buy them, it was an amazing experience. And at that time, there was a 88 film sale going on. Slasher Classics collection had just become kind of a big thing. So there was that. And without further ado, let's get into the stuff that I've chosen. As always, there's 9 films and 1 box set. If you are a part of my membership or Patreon, there will be a alternate 5 list going on there at the same time. What I've done recently with that is give honorable mentions. So, but with this one here, it's just the 10. So, without further ado, let's start off with the first one. And it is Sority Babes at the Slime Ball Bolorama. This is a cheesy, fun release. It's got a lot of the 90s era Scream Queens. We've got Linnea Quigley in this one. We've got Brink Stevens is in this one as well. This is such a fun film, and it is so cheesy and weird. Michelle Bauer's in this. And the alternate title was The Imp, and that's what we get here with the artwork. I love this when they do artwork that's completely different on the inside. So it's really cool. There's a bunch of special features on here, and it's just one of those cheesy, fun ones you can sit back and watch anytime. It's not a serious movie, it's a silly movie, and you got to have some silly in your life. And going from that to this very serious film is Puppet Master 3 Toulon's Revenge. This would be I think the best thing, and in some cases the worst thing to happen to Puppet Master. It's probably one of the best Puppet Master films. It's the Puppet Master 3 is kind of like the Nightmare on Elm Street 3, and that is the most easily accessible, watchable, most commercial one in the whole franchise that most people can agree on loving. Same with Friday 13th Part 6, right? Everybody gets into Friday 13th Part 6, whether you're a Friday 13th fan or not. It's just so well made. Toulon's Revenge is like that. The downfall for this one is, this is done during World War II, and there's a certain type of villain that they unfortunately in the latter era of Puppet Master would fall back on over and over and over again, where it just becomes a bit of a too much of a trope, and yeah, it gets really annoying. But this one right here is absolutely fantastic. We get to see like the creation and origin of certain puppets on here. Abercrombie's in this one here. We got Sarah Douglas in this one from Superman 2. Guy Rolfe, of course, is the wonderful Andre Toulon. It's a really, really good one. So if you've never seen this one, definitely check it out. Richard Lynch plays a very important role in the film. A role that was initially apparently supposed to go to another actor, but a bit of a problematic actor in the way that he acts on off the screen. It was Klaus Kinski, but Richard Lynch was a great choice, and he does a wonderful job in the role. Next up is one from the Italian collection, and it's number 14, from 1980, done in 1981. It's a weird film. It's a weird, unusual, strange. I love this film. If you've never seen this, I'm going to say this right now. Like, you got to see it. It's Andrea Bianchi. And Andrea Bianchi is one of those directors that every genre film he tends to make is absolutely insane. And you're not quite sure if he is a mad genius or inept to the point of just incredibleness. I tend to lean on the mad genius part for Bianchi. See, Burial Ground is such a cool, weird, different film. If you like zombies and sleaze, and you like Argento, if he was like put in a washer and dried, I guess. Because there's a guy that plays a kid in this movie that he's not a kid, but he's supposed to be a kid, and it is such a weird experience. There's a sequence in this film, and I think it's really telling if you're going to really like this film or not, where there's zombies outside the house, and a girl decides to look out the window upstairs, and so the zombies come over with, I think, a big stick or a rake or something like that, and they knock the window down on her head. If you can get on board with that type of thing in a film, you're going to be okay with Burial Ground. It's a lot of fun. Next up is one from the Slasher Classics collection, and it's a good one. It was put out by Vinegar Cinema as well, but for me, this is the ultimate edition of this film, and this is Splatter University. So Splatter University is a different film. It's by Richard W. Haynes, and it was shot at two separate times. It was shot, and then there was like another aspect of the film that was shot later on. So it leads it to being like tonally unbalanced, but absolutely fascinating to watch. You've got this like splatter, like this slasher film, and you have this sort of university kind of college fun type of comedy-ish film with a little bit of nihilism thrown in for good measure, I guess. What makes this the ultimate edition of this one is Richard Haynes years later would do another movie, it's in the 90s or 2000s, called What Really Frightens You. And it's included. It's as a bonus film on here. So I just really enjoy that. There's good commentary by the director as well. There's like I always get Justin Kurzweil, who did like the slasher movie book, which I got upstairs. My dad actually got it for me for Christmas one year. And he always has interviews or commentaries and stuff for them, and just great stuff. I used Elizabeth Caton cover. That's the actress Elizabeth Caton. She's not in the movie. She was just the model for it. But there is the other cover here, which I'm sure like pretty familiar with as well. You know, there's going to be slash film, at least one in my sets. Next up is The Bloodstained Shadow. Now, this is a really great film. This got a really great release recently from another company. But this was the one that I initially saw. There's Goose in the background right there. He's a cutie. I think he could be a model. He could be like one of those cats that goes on like cat commercials. But it's really, really good film. It's got Stefani Cassina, who was in like Suspiria in this one here. It was done by Antonio Bito, and I think he only made two Giallo films. But this is a really, really good one. And if you've never seen it, I'm going to strongly recommend it because it's just Such a good film. I love the way that it's done. My foot just got attacked by my cat. And Bloodstained Shadow, just go in as blind as you can. Excellent film. Next up, we're going back to slasher classics, and we're going to stick with the lighthearted stuff. In that we've got Hollywood chainsaw hookers. Yes, we're diving back into like Linnea Quigley, Michelle Bauer territory again. And what's really cool about this one, it's just a really cheesy, fun, weird film. Linnea Quigley does her infamous like chainsaw dance, which she will really be proud of. But what's really cool on this one is we again get like a very special feature. It's Linnea Quigley's horror workout video. So she did a horror workout videos really kind of big. She did a horror workout video, and it's really fun. It gets its own commentary. Ouch! She like really attacked my foot. Like, I'm probably bleeding now. My better half has to like come and get her away because ouch, that hurt, and I'm not stopping the camera. But here we go with the Slasher Classics collection. Move that thing from out front of my feet because I am bleeding a little bit. You know what really sucks? Cat claw underneath the toenail.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
She's going wild.
She's going wild. Next up is Super Cop, which is a Jackie Chan classic. It's the third in the police story series that he did. This one has Michelle Yeoh, and it's the only film that they really worked on together. I think they did something like voice work. This is the only film that they really worked on together. Michelle Yeoh had never driven a motorcycle before, but she has an amazing motorcycle stunt in this movie. It's a great like set, and I absolutely adore this film. It's probably my favorite in the police story series. But all three of them are absolutely like banger classics. This has like a couple of cuts on here as well. You get the international cut as well as the North American cut. We get like a Hong Kong cut of the film. Just really, really good stuff. There's a booklet in here. You get a Police Story 3. You get like a poster, a double-sided poster, a whole bunch of stuff. And it's just such a good release. I can sit and watch Jackie Chan anytime. And Michelle Yeoh, I think everybody was in love with her back then. And, she's still an amazing actress, an amazing woman. Next up is the third and final Slasher Classics collection, I promise, in this list. And it's the first one. It's the very first one they ever put out. It is Graduation Day. Again, this was put out by Vinegar Syndrome as well, but this is the superior edition of this release. This has Scream Queens Horror Heroines Exposed on it. I have that now, I think, on another set. Maybe my Friday 13th set, actually. But this is where it initially came out. I've had this for years. I remember picking this up. I remember going into like FOP, and they had like a 88 films, like kind of display. And I was picking these up, and I was looking on the back and seeing all these amazing features. Because this has features aside from the documentary. There's like, again, Kurzweil being interviewed, Linnea Quigley being interviewed, music videos, just a lot of crazy, wonderful stuff. And I just really love Graduation. I think it's like a highly underrated slasher. And the ninth, I'll make sure I got this right here. Yep, the ninth and final of the single releases is a Italian collection. Again, it's number 11. It's 1976. I just really love this film. It is different. It's Mark Perel and Ray Lovelock, and I like both those actors. And it's Live Like a Cop, Die Like a Man. So the basic premise is that there's these two cops, kind of like, think of like Starsky and Hutch. They're like really not the greatest guys. So they're guys that are cops that are so corrupt that they've decided that they're making a special like place for them because they don't want them on the other side of the law, because you'll never get them. And they are like, they're not like great guys basically, but they get the job done, and it's very cool. It's like they're like, French Connection, Dirty Harry, all that type of stuff put in there. There's one kind of like neat thing where one guy's talking where they're trying to get like information from a girl, and so he's talking to like the mother or father, something like that. I'm trying to remember now. And the other one goes in and seduces the girl for information, and then comes out and talks, and then the other guy goes in and seduces. It's a really weird film, but there's so much action, and it's lighthearted and fun, and it's of its time. Just know that going in. But I absolutely adore the film. When it came to the box sets, 88 Films puts out a lot of really great box sets. And I wanted to get one that had some good films, that had some stuff that I could watch and rewatch, and some nice features, and just was an overall incredible set. So this one right here, In the Line of Duty, was the one that I chose. There are 4 films in the set, and there's a film I saw like early on when I was like exploring like the kind of the martial arts stuff and like this type of stuff, and I didn't know that was part of this series, and it was called Yes, Madam, because I was a massive Cynthia Rothrock fan. I was looking for all kinds of Cynthia Rothrock stuff. So Rothrock is in this one here. She's right there, and her best work was done over there. But the films itself, like they had like I think we had oh God, who's the girl that stars in this one? Anyway, they're all incredible, and if you've never seen them, there's action and there's comedy, but it is all action, like it's so cool. They're so good. And they're not really like a series. They're put together as a series because of the same actress, but or the same 2 actors really. But I wouldn't really consider them like they weren't actually like made initially to be a series, kind of like Cass and stuff like that. But Royal Warriors, Yes, Madam, and then In the Line of Duty 3 and In Line of Duty 4. That's when he kind of put a name on them and made them to an actual series. And the features and stuff again are amazing. There's a whole bunch of stuff. We got like commentaries and like different inserts, and there's a book here. There's like of course a double-sided poster as well. There's archival interviews. It's just loaded with stuff. It's such a great release, and I have to say that it's an eclectic mix of stuff here for the 8 films, but it's all stuff that I really love. And if I'm going to be on like an island, this is actually probably one of the more kind of like perfect mixes of films that I've found for that scenario. Because there's a lot of films I can just sit back and watch and rewatch with loads of features, and there's like booklets and stuff I can read. And some of these like aren't feature heavy, like Bloodstained Shadow doesn't have any features, anything on it. But it's just such a good film that I had to have it put in there. And it really, the 80 films tend just really goes through the gamut of me as a collector. From my time, like when I discovered like martial arts, or when I got into like plesioteshi, or my slasher film era when I discovered Jackie Chan. I started watching stuff like the cheesy Linnea Quigley stuff, and finding things like the super incredible Full Moon, and I love the early Full Moon stuff. So yeah, this is probably one of my most satisfying. You can only keep 10. So let me know in the comment section down below the 10 that you would keep. Remember, it's nine singles, 1 box set, which makes it really, really hard. And I promise we will be getting that Arrow one very, very soon with some alternates for that one as well. So until then, thank you for watching. Listen to Subscription Sloth, because if you want to see the other alternate 5, then that's in my membership and in my Patreon. See you soon.
Oh God. Subscription sloth here. Just want to remind you that I know in the summertime especially it can be super warm and lazy. But if you're liking this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to go that step further and join the Patreon, there's a link for that down below. You can super sticker, super chat, or donate. But above all, just lie back and enjoy the video, because that's what I'm going to do.